Um, wow. I'm on something that's bigger than hip hop shit. And I get into a conversation with her until I entirely forget what I was talking about, what I intended to talk about. But I kind of realized that, oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. That possibly a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, consciously and unconsciously um, stopped me from doing music because I was meant for bigger things, you know. And I realized that. That's the then and there as a relationship to the here and now. Their intentions aside, be it, you know what I'm saying, well intended or be it ill intended. You know what I'm saying? That's all here and dandy. So, you know, yeah, last one I tried to download it back, but it didn't. But if you get it live, you hear it or whatever. Yeah, I be dropping knowledge, man. I've been, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been known for the most part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Being a guy who was, you know, Encyclopedia Red, the nigga that was always reading, you know what I'm saying? In Buffalo and Columbia and, you know, and fucking, you know. And I say South Carolina a lot because when I say Columbia, people be like, the country? No, no, South Carolina. So I ended up saying South Carolina a lot more than saying Columbia, as well as Hopkins being, you know, a part of where my family is at. And then Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Cats, no, I'm a reader, you know, I'm a weird cat. I like video games, I like computers. I always have one. I always have a video game, I always have a computer. Or some type of, you know, computing device. I was really into programming as a kid, you know, all that shit. Really into science and stuff. But, you know, being and I'm like, and I realize in the here and now, it's like, wow, this, then there's stuff that's so, and that's the personal metaphor when you start realizing the superhero you are for surviving your trauma. That's it. That starts to alter your ego when you start to become the victor. When you realize that you are the victor and no longer the victim. When you start realizing that my trauma doesn't did make me, but what I'm a survivor. I'm here, and let me start looking at this from an entirely different perspective, and it's like positive participation. And once you start positively participating, you start overcoming the effects of negative participation. But you're still going to be confronted with the effects of negative participation. You know, state this on a very philosophical level. You know, and you can even take this down to a particle level. You know what I'm saying? The probability, so forth and so on. Right, brain left brain. When you take it to neurology. So, and I was saying that there was a quantum biology, and I think maybe there is quantum biology. I know there's quantum chemistry for certain. That's maybe what I meant. And there might be, and if you're going to talk about quantum chemistry, you got to think about quantum, you know what I'm saying, biochemistry. What differentiates inorganic from organic? That's what differentiates the study of chemistry versus the study of biochemistry. Now, again, there was a lot of sound things that old boy said, you know what I'm saying, that may make the unsound things he said, you know, seem, you know, more sound. And that's unfortunate. That's that pseudoscience shit. And that's a detriment to our community because those are the true science, authentic science, are the framework, or the foundation for technology, energy, transportation, commerce, because you can produce goods by way of it. So academia, scholarship, infrastructure, and so forth. None of these things, the nations are built upon science. No nation was ever built upon a religious philosophy. So, you know, or pseudoscience. You know what I'm saying? It was the most authentic science that the epistemology of that time um, allowed. So we need to take advantage of 21st century science, authentic science, you know, not this pseudoscience concepts. So, you know, I can do 12-dimensional mind space theory all day and night, and you know, it'd still be like, you know, you walked on water, nigga, you should have swam. You know what I'm saying? I mean, oh, he walked on water, I can walk on water too. You know, yeah, I was a lot of case. I would all walked on water before I walked on water. I mean, that's just an analogy. It's just an analogy, but it's not, it's not like, it's not like, you know, it's not like I actually can walk on water that like defies the laws of physics in relationship to the physiological weight to, you know what I'm saying, you know, surface ratio, the viscosity rate, or all that other bullshit. But anyway, I can't walk on water, literally. But figuratively speaking, you know, metaphorically speaking, I can walk on water, but and see, that's Al Masada Al Musaddiq. I'm sorry, Al Musaddiq Al Amin. I want to say it too fast. In relationship, that, and I want to say Kaba because that's what it is. This is the humor and masjid Al Rukin. You know, I'm just like, who fair, who fair, who fair, who fair. So yeah, and see that's a description of the actual temple. The masjid, you know, is, you know, the non-local masjid or the local celestial masjid. So, you know, you call it a celestial mother. It's not a cosmic mommy concept where you replace, you know, the patriarchal God or, you know what I'm saying, ideology of God. It's because it's a psychological condition with a feminist, you know, version that you call matriarchal. You know, you have to recognize nature as she is, and it's just that is more applicable. And with my personal metaphor, now if your metaphor doesn't call for you to recognize or make or Allah as as a she, then don't do so. You know, again, you know what I'm saying? The name is more significant than the location. So, you know, and that's really, you know what I'm saying? And that's as far as my gender metaphor. Yeah, it's Allah. Allah is the all in all. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about a monolithic, you know what I'm saying, polytheistic God. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I am kind of ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I kind of am illiterate. You know, and I'm self-taught and so forth. And if you really actually look into the actual interpretation, it is like self-taught. That's hadith though. But then again, let's go back to the point I was making. Something about the location and so forth and significance. So your personal metaphor is your personal metaphor, and how you see Allah in your personal metaphor is, and that's the beauty of it. How you see Allah in your personal metaphor is how Allah. I mean, authentically in your personal metaphor, upon sound ground consciousness. You know, and the more sound ground consciousness you stand on, the more authentically you will see Allah in your own personal metaphor. Now, how she operates in my personal metaphor, it may be different, might differentiate in how you in the personal experience. You know, so I mean, the rabbit hole goes deep because there is no actual God. You know what I'm saying? There's no mystery spook. There's only the essence in which we all stem from, in which first the Asiatic black man first stemmed from. Black man and woman stemmed from. Sorry, black man and woman stemmed from, and gave birth to the, you know what I'm saying, all of civilization and so forth and so on and so on. And culture. Therefore, we gave this human perception to man. we set the parameters for human perception. Like the supreme consciousness, like nature, intrinsically, the information set the premises for this, the foundation on which all things are built upon. So, because of that, we're here, you know what I'm saying, as a people, as humanity, the whole human family. As Elijah Muhammad said that in the last days, in the days of the mental resurrection, you know, that that his teachings would apply to the entire human family. So they apply to that because we're responsible for the whole human family. Because the whole human family. So all the laws that the Mayat, those are the laws that govern human agency, but they also extend outside of human agency in relationship to other agencies and the agencies that we refer to as nature, and that's where you get the metas from, extending from the Mayat. And it's also the Orisha, 360. So you go into that Kaaba, you break down that 360, and you say that's all in all, it's Allah. Yeah, that's what Aten's message was. I mean, Akhenaten's message was in relationship to Aten. So, you know, who was Amen chapter 4. I love it, blood. See, that's almost a Siddiq Alameen, you know what I'm saying? Covered in the blood, the trustworthy. The covered in the blood, the trustworthy, the blessed. I want to hold this.